What do we got for tools here?
Cutco knife. This is like a $50 knife. It was founded for a nickel.
Nickel knife.
This is a very preferable knife. Generally you want a serrated blade to open a pumpkin.
Wow.
But I like that knife just because it's incredibly sharp. We use that knife to open the pumpkin. Then we need a smaller knife to carve with. This should create a workspace. If you don't have a workspace, you've already set yourself up for failure. It's nice to wear gloves because then you don't get your hands dirty. I need this box. Generally for a pumpkin procedure, you want like a Sunday paper, or if you don't have something lying around like that, just use an empty pop case or an empty beer case, and you create essentially a clean workspace. Alright, I can take that.
Time to get to work. You need a beer? You need a drink? You got a cold beer? Good. She deserved it.
This is just about as tough as cutting through a man. Oh, I'm gonna cut myself, dude. This is a sharp knife. That's why I gotta. That's another good reason to wear gloves. I'd be better off using this little one, man. That takes too long.
Oh, are you gonna carve the whole top off?
Well, just around the stem, because I don't want to have to fucking cut the stem off. Seems like a hacksaw, dude. It's a sharp knife. It's like a little paring knife, but it's serrated and it's very thin. It's fucking perfect. I use this knife for, like, I don't know, if you need to cut up chicken breast or something to make stir fry, or, you know, it's a good bread knife, especially if you have a little baguette or something. But if you don't have either of those, you need a pumpkin. And then I can use it. And it's also important when you cut a pumpkin to make sure that you cut at a downward, inward angle, because otherwise, if you cut it straight down, you're not going to be able to set your fucking top back in. That's just step one. I mean, everybody.
Well, you need a good seal.
It's also important if you're cutting a pumpkin, like I cut an Adidas pumpkin that I didn't get any fucking pictures of because it was fucking rotten, but just a big Adidas leaf on it. And it's important when you cut a pumpkin like that to cut a little triangle, or several if you need to, out of the top, so that when you put a candle in there, it doesn't, the smoke is able to get out. It doesn't fucking burn the inside of the pumpkin as much. It still will, but it's important to be able to let the heat get out there and have holes in the front and holes in the side and holes in the back if you need them too. It's just a simple matter of circulation. It also keeps the candle going longer. Alright, now pulling this out is going to be a bitch, because as everybody knows, pumpkins are extremely stringy. Oh, that worked out pretty good. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty much, wow, that's a really thick shell, too. We're going to need a big fucking
There's a lot of seeds in there. Yeah.
I also like to do this. Just get that shit out of the way. Merry Christmas.
Okay, what next?
Now we cut a hole in the side.
You gotta do a perfectly circular hole.
Well, this is the best I got right here, so let's do it.
Let it slide. That is a thick-shelled pumpkin. Triangle will work.
Absolutely. Ooh, sitting right in front of the video. Oh, you got it right there.
Yes, thank you.
we go. You see that? It's called getting the knife through the pumpkin. And the most difficult place to do so. See that?
Alright.
See that? That's exactly what we're talking about.
Test it.
Yeah, that'll work. Let's do it.
A little too.
Absolutely. Here we are. Put that fucker right in there. You don't need a slide. You just fill it up with water to the correct point and you'll be fine. The easiest way is if you have a small chillum, just like this. It's a little small chillum. Just go to your corner gas station, your whatever. Just a tiny chillum, just like this. Just a little one like that. It's $10 or something. You know, normally chillum will look like that. This makes a perfect slide for a pumpkin for the simple fact that you cut a small hole like this. It doesn't really particularly matter the size because the bottom of this is so fat, it'll fill up the rest of the space. A pumpkin is naturally spongy. It's squash. You stick it in there, and bam, you have a perfect tight seal. Then you don't even need a slide because the shell is so thick that the shell itself becomes the rest of the tube. You fill it up to the certain point, and then actually I could even cut more of this off. It'll give more airspace.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
You can cut some of this off, some of the top off, like a little pineapple ring kind of, and you just make a little hole, cut the stem off, put the stem in the hole, get your pumpkin back in there, and bam, you got a bong. That simple.
Try it.
Hard to do.
Alright.
It's a simple matter of physics. You fill the pumpkin with water up all the way enough. There's only that much air in there. The amount of air is what matters, not the amount of water. Granted, you get a horrible pumpkin taste in your lungs. But,
well, we'll see.
You know, I've smoked out potatoes. I smoked out of pumpkins. That's right. Okay, this is one section where you can remove the gloves, just because it's easy to operate a lighter. And it fucking rips!
It rips?
Rips!
It rips?
It rips!
Ooh, yeah, that smells like it rips. I want to rip it. Can I rip it?
Up. Yeah, rip it up.
I want to rip it. Hold on, man.
Halloween. That thing's just ripping up as a part.